What's up guys, it's your boy, Barca Boy 103. Today we're going to be reacting to the Barcelona news over the past 24 hours. We're going to talk about Ronald Koeman changing the mentality of the players for the upcoming season. Ilaix Moriba's future, will it be in Barcelona or out? It's looking very out at the moment. Player exits, Joan Laporta has not traveled with the first team to the pre-season training camp in Germany. He has stayed in Barcelona in order to focus on player exits and of course Messi and Moriba's renewals. And finally, the charity match between Barcelona and Manchester City for ALS research has now officially been postponed for next season. And also the match against Juventus in the Gamper Trophy has now been moved to the Estadio de Johan Cruyff. But before we get into it, make sure you guys smash that like button down below. Let's try to get to 200 likes in this video. Be very much appreciated. And also make sure you hit the subscribe button down below if you haven't already. And let's get into it. Let's start off with the transfer news over the past 24 hours. This is actually a follow-up story from yesterday's video about Cristian Romero possibly joining Barcelona this summer, coming in from Mundo Deportivo, and they've come out saying that Barcelona like Cristian Romero, but currently they can't afford to make that investment, even more so due to the presence of Lenglet and Umtiti in the squad. Barcelona only contemplate a loan move for Romero. The operation is complicated. So Barcelona do like Romero, but again, in order to bring him in, you have to get rid of Lenglet and as well as Samuel Umtiti. And also to bring in Romero, we can only offer a loan with an option to buy next summer. Atlanta, they don't want that. They want the money right now, and Tottenham Hotspur are offering that money right now to them. So again, very unlikely that Romero will join Barcelona this summer. Now, in order for the club to make another signing this summer, they have to sell players. Coming in from Javi Miguel from AS, and he's come out saying the sports management right now is working on the departures of Samuel Umtiti, Miralem Pjanic, Martin Braithwaite, and Neto. And the last two on that list in Martin Braithwaite and Neto have the best market available to them, so it'll be easier for them to leave the club this summer. Now, if you really think about it, as of right now, we have not sold anyone of significant. You know, we sold Alinia, Monchu, Todibo, Miranda, Conrad, Firpo. None of the, big players we had to get rid of. We need to get rid of these players. Pjanic, Umtiti, Braithwaite, Neto. Those are the big players we still have to get rid of this summer, because right now they have no involvement in the squad whatsoever. Umtiti, 6th choice center back, Braithwaite, 7th choice attacker, Miralem Pjanic, probably 6th or 7th choice midfielder. They have to leave the club this summer. Now, we do have some more details about Neto and Pjanic. But on Braithwaite, firstly, there is a market for him in the Premier League, but again, no offer has come in quite yet. He's happy to stay at the club. What I think is going to happen with Martin Braithwaite, that Joan Laporta is going to wait until the last second to sell him, just in case Ousmane Dembele is not signing a new contract with the club, and or Antoine Griezmann may leave the club this summer. So he wants that extra attacker in there. He's decent and he's on very low wages. On Umtiti, he has to go this summer no matter what. I mean, 250k a week for a 6th choice center back is just unfeasible, and it's just we're just gonna go broke. We're just gonna go broke. So Umtiti and Martin Braithwaite are on the chopping block this summer. Now, in the case of Neto, coming in from Gabriel Sanz from Mundo Deportivo, and he's come out saying that both Neto and Barcelona agree on his departure. The keeper wants to play regular, and Barcelona want to save his salary, which is very high for a backup goalkeeper. Now, the only thing at the moment that's holding up Neto to leave Barcelona this summer is the right offer. Barcelona want 13 million euros. They have not received that. They received 5 and 6, all that low single-digit figures. They want at least double-digit figures for Neto, and it looks like that's not going to happen this summer. So again, my prediction is that Neto will stay at the club this summer, and then in January he will really push for a move out after playing any single games. A low move could be very possible in January, but again, him and Barcelona want him to leave this summer. And in the case of Miralem Pjanic, again coming in from Gabriel Sanz from Mundo Deportivo, and he's come out saying that Miralem Pjanic's return operation to Juventus is now slowing down. Massimiliano Allegri wants him back, but the Italian club did not see a proper formula to bring him in. Majority at Juventus are in favor of his return, and the Gamper match can be key. So the drawn Gamper match against Juventus could be very key for the departure of Pjanic. Of course, you remember back in 2006, the Juventus manager at the time, Capello, asked Rijkaard, the Barcelona manager, for the loan of Messi, and he rejected it, of course. So of course, when Juventus come in, the directors will come with the team as well. They can chat around with Barcelona directors, and maybe they can work out a move for Miralem Pjanic. But right now, it is very difficult, because again, Juventus have to sell either Aaron Ramsey or Dembele. They have to make a sale as well under bringing in Pjanic. They're in favor of it. They want to bring Pjanic, which is some good news, because we have some strong interest. But again, the move is now getting complicated. Now, the big question for me is that if this deal falls through, where's Pjanic gonna go? Because you've already rejected a lot of proposals from Inter Milan and Roma. Where's it going to go if Juventus can't make this deal? That's what I'm starting to worry about, but hopefully they can get this deal over the line. But again, very clear, Pjanic wants to leave the club this summer. Now, another Barcelona player who could leave the club this summer and bring in some much needed funds to the club is the Barcelona B striker Ilaix Moriba, coming in from Mundo Deportivo. And they've come out saying that Ilaix Moriba wants to wait before deciding his future. He wants to take advantage of the chance given by Koeman in pre-season to see if he gets better offers from other clubs. So far, Cadets and Sassuolo have shown the most interest, and Barcelona want 2.7 million euros. I believe the sale of Ilaix Moriba this summer is very, very likely. Again, he's probably like 7th or 8th choice striker in the pecking order at the moment, with everyone fit, of course. I think he has to leave. 24-year-old at Barcelona B. I mean, he has to be one of the oldest Barcelona B players ever. I think this summer you got to cash out on him. But again, the sale of Ilaix Moriba this summer is very, very likely, because again, at 24 years old, you don't want to be staying with Barcelona B very much longer. But a player's future at the club that is currently in doubt is the future of Ilaix Moriba. Let's talk about all the reports coming out about his contract renewal. Firstly, coming in from Sport, and they've come out saying the club maintained an optimistic position regarding the renewal of the midfielder. However, the set changes radically in the last few hours, and hopes have led to bad feelings. The renovation of Ilaix's future is far away as of today, and Barcelona have decided to take a step back because it considers that the will of the player and the environment is not to negotiate, and thus at the moment the club feels to begin its patience is exhausted, and the renewal of Ilaix Moriba is increasingly in jeopardy. And Samuel Marsden and Malores from ESPN have come out saying that Barcelona remained in constant talks with Ilaix Moriba's representatives. They met in person on Wednesday and remained in continual contact via telephone, but they are no closer to reaching an agreement over a fresh deal. And lastly, coming in from Xavi Navarro, and he's come out saying that talks do continue between Barcelona and Moriba's agents. Currently, Moriba earns 1 million net per year, but his agents want to triple his salary. This will make him a higher earner than Pedri in the squad, and Barcelona do not accept these demands. Now, yesterday the squad list came out for the Barcelona B game later on today, and again, Ilaix Moriba was not even in the squad list. So it's the same situation. Either you renew, you can stay, you can play. If not, you'll be frozen out or even could be sold this summer. If I was to make a prediction right now, I would say he will not renew his contract. I'm hopeful. I think we do need him in the first team right now because we have no midfielders. You have Busquets, De Jong, Pedri, Ricky Puig. That's pretty much it. And of course, Pjanic is going to leave. So we do need a midfielder in the first team. And of course, we can't go out and buy one or even loan one because we're broke as hell. So it's up to Moriba, man. He either can choose the contract that Barcelona have given to him, or he can just leave the club and leave this big chance that he has in the first team. We'll wait and see, but again, I do not believe that he'll be staying at Barcelona. Let's now discuss the news surrounding Barcelona over the past 24 hours. Firstly, coming in from Mundo Deportivo, and they've come out saying that Joan Laporta will not travel to Stuttgart or Salzburg for the friendlies. He will stay in Barcelona. Laporta wants to personally take charge of the Messi renewal. He'll also address other issues like departures and Ilaix Moriba's renewal as well. So the vice president of Barcelona, Rafael Usti, and also the sporting director, Mateo Alemán, are both in Germany right now with the squad. The plan was that Joan Laporta would join them later on, but he has decided to stay in Barcelona to focus on all the problems at the club at the moment. Very, very smart move by Joan Laporta. And speaking about Joan Laporta, he has secured the club a BBB rating from the French credit rating agency. This means now the club is considered a very good investment. This rating is also important for the club to be able to get credit without paying high interest rates. So the club now are able to get some loans from banks and companies and receive very, very low interest rate, which is again very, very good move by Joan Laporta. The next one's coming in from Gerardo Romero from Rack 1, and he's come out saying that Barcelona have received a call from a big club in Europe asking about Pedri's situation at the club. Barcelona's answer was very, very clear. Pedri is untouchable. Now, I hate when journalists do this. They say, oh, a big club from Europe called. Who was it? Just put out the name out there, you know? Maybe he does another name, but they do this all the time. They build up suspense, all that sort of stuff. I wish they just put out the name, but anyways, a big club in Europe have come calling for Pedri, and Barcelona shut the door on them and said, hell no. The next one's coming in from Mundo Deportivo, and they've come out saying that Emerson will arrive in Barcelona from Sao Paulo tomorrow, and his presentation will take place either Thursday or Friday of next week. He is expected to start training on Monday alongside Leo Messi, Sergio Aguero, and make his debut against Juventus in the Joan Gamper Trophy. Now, another Brazilian who could join the training session next week at Barcelona is Felipe Coutinho, again coming in from Mundo Deportivo, and they've come out saying despite not being able to travel to Germany, Felipe Coutinho is now in the final stages of his injury recovery. He's already training with the ball and is expected to join the group training session very, very soon. Now, on the topic of the Joan Gamper match, in yesterday's video, we talked about how the match location could be in jeopardy, and unfortunately, the Joan Gamper match between Barcelona and Juventus on August the 8th will be played at the Estadio de Johan Cruyff with only 3,000 spectators allowed in, not at the Camp Nou anymore, as confirmed by the government officials, and also the club have released an official statement, indeed backing that statement, saying that yes, the Joan Gamper match will now be moved to the Estadio Johan Cruyff, and only 3,000 fans will be allowed to come in. Now, with the Joan Gamper match being moved to the Estadio de Johan Cruyff, it does raise big concerns about the Barcelona versus Man City game that's supposed to be happening at the Camp Nou. Well, unfortunately, that game now is officially postponed, coming in from eSport 3, and they've come out saying the Barcelona-Man City friendly game to raise funds for ALS research has been postponed, and it has also been confirmed by Juan Carlos Untué that the game will be postponed. The decision was taken after learning that the government forced Barcelona to play the Joan Gamper Trophy at the Estadio de Johan Cruyff. Juan Carlos Untué himself believes the solidarity match with his goal to raise funds cannot be played without an audience, especially a very low audience at the Estadio de Johan Cruyff, and Barcelona, Man City, and even Pep Guardiola agree with the decision to hold the event next preseason. So the charity match between Barcelona and Man City at the Camp Nou is now officially postponed, and it will be taking place in the next preseason next year. Of course, that does mean that Barcelona have one less preseason to prepare for the start of this season. We play Stuttgart this weekend, RB Salzburg, and Juventus next week, and then that's it. La Liga starts. Very, very unfortunate. I was looking forward to this charity match, of course, seeing two quality teams go against each other at a very, very iconic stadium in the Camp Nou. But unfortunately, with the big wave now of COVID-19 in Spain, they have a lot of concerns about the fans coming in and out of the stadium. Of course, sitting in the stadium is not a problem. You can social distance, no problem. But coming in and out of the stadium makes it very, very difficult to, social distance. The game has been postponed, unfortunately. Hopefully, we'll see it next year. I'm excited for it still. And that does mean that Barcelona have one less game now to prepare for the start of the new season. And the final topic that I want to discuss before I end off this video is Ronald Koeman's plan to change the mentality of the squad for this up and coming season. Coming in from Juan Martin from Sport, and he's come out saying that since the first day of preseason, Ronald Koeman and his staff have made an effort to convey a clear message. What was worth last year to pass will no longer serve this season. The coaching staff have raised the bar, and there is a good atmosphere in the team, but without confusing it with all the state of relaxation that did exist not so long ago. The physical trainers at the club squeeze in the session so that the exercises are done in the correct intensity, and it was the coach who insisted to the club on the need to do the Germany stage to work tactically and physically. This year, you have to give much more. This is the message from Ronald Koeman, not only to the group chats, but in private talks with players. You need to kill specific mistakes that we cannot repeat if you want to win titles, insisted the Dutch coach in the locker room. From the dressing room, they explained that Ronald Koeman looks more confident and consistently more intense. And Ronald Koeman knows that his future will depend on his success this season. And now Ronald Koeman feels stronger in large part because it is Joan Laporta who has repeatedly asked him to raise the level of demand. You have to end the statement of if we lose, nothing happens. What a move by Joan Laporta. Of course, last season, Ronald Koeman could have lost 20 games and nothing would have happened because there was no president. He didn't have the need to get sacked. There was not too much pressure on him to succeed because, of course, we're at, absolute rock bottom. But now we have recovered, and Joan Laporta has told the coach, look, this season, improvements are needed, no more mistakes, play good football with high intensity, and Ronald Koeman has now communicated this to the players. I'm not trying to get hype off of this, but again, there's some changes in the squad this summer. You can even look at the training videos that Barcelona upload on their social media and YouTube channels. The intensity of the training sessions are very, very good, and they are very promising as well. So let me know your thoughts about this down in the comments below. For me personally, I'm not going to get too hyped around all this stuff. I hear this all the time. And when, Setien came in, all the club loved the training sessions. When, Ronald Koeman first came in, it was the same thing. And even when Valverde joined, all the players loved the training sessions, yada, yada, yada. I'm not falling for it, but again, it does show a good sign that Joan Laporta has told Ronald Koeman to pick up the intensity and play good football, and he has now told this to the players as well. So that was my reaction to the Barcelona news over the past 24 hours. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like, and of course leave me your thoughts down below in the comments on everything we discussed. But the main thing I want to know firstly about the player exits this summer, do you think they will all happen in time? Secondly, on Moriba's future as well, would you keep him or let him go this summer? And thirdly, about Ronald Koeman changing the mentality of the players for the upcoming season. And of course, do not forget to hit that subscribe button down below if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys next time on the channel. Take care, and Forza Barca.
Yeah.